But just kidding. Anyways, no, weird. Anyways, you guys ready for your next act? Yeah. Okay. This person called the Wordsmiths are very talented. I love her sense of humor in spoken word. She does spoken word, but there's like a great sense of humor in her like pieces, and I really like that. So without further ado, please give it up for my good friend Tasha, everybody.
Don't worry about it. I got it. So every time Sang gets up here and beatboxes, it reminds me of the fact that I can't whistle. And usually I like watch, kind of like you would watch something on like the Discovery Channel or something. But in the middle of it today, I was like, he has a lot of stamina. Wow. And then, for like a year and you're still single. How is that? I can't be the only girl. No, you have to do something about this because I can't be the only girl who sat out there and been like,
my number is
Tasha, hook him up.
Anyways, I live in China right now, and I gotta tell you, if you ever get sick of Korea, and I know that you all do because you're expats in Korea, and I used to be an expat in Korea, and I'd always be like, Korea, man, like they say it's a first world country, but this isn't a first world country, this place sucks. And then I moved to China, and let me tell you, coming back here is like Disneyland. This is like velvet coated Disneyland. I'm texting my friends, I'm like, man, I'm in Korea, and it's so awesome, I'm drinking coffee, and there's no dead dogs in the market. And my friends are like, yeah, we know, you like Korea, like, get over it. But let me tell you, man, China will do that to how you feel about Korea, okay? Okay, so this is a poem that I wrote for my best friend a long time ago, and I'm gonna read it for you now. So it's for you, but it was for her. So funny. It's called Persimmons Bamboo Shoots. My best friend is half Japanese, and she's always trying to get me to eat something different. Persimmons and bamboo shoots, funny matcha cupcake-looking things. She bought me chopsticks for Christmas, which I've used maybe twice. When we became friends, she told me her name was Malai, which isn't true. That's the name she made up for herself when she realized her real name was too confusing for her American friends. Her real name is actually I Melody. English is no real conduit to express a Japanese identity and vice versa. Her English is mostly better than mine, more exact, more studied, except for a word here or there every once in a while, which she confides she doesn't know. Requesting a dictionary definition, which I can't ever remember. Don't you know, I can't think of how to describe it. And then there are those Japanese words with no real English equivalent. She scribbles black on white figures, and I can't figure out what that could possibly mean. Sometimes I'm afraid I'll never truly get what she's trying to say, and vice versa. My best friend is half white. Her voice is deep for a girl, sometimes raspy. I love her laugh. When she hangs out with Japanese people, she's the fairest and easiest to pick out. I can't help but wonder if she misses certain words in those conversations of a language from a culture that she says is only half hers. Or if it's emotionally exhausting being American one day and Japanese the next, if she feels like one is better than the other, but really, how can you say that? She says neither one is better. I lives here in America, but she's always talking about going back to Japan. Each person in our family is like that, back and forth, in between, never truly home. I guess it's that patch of sky over the Pacific that's most comfortable, or it's a seat in a plane packed with people sharing similar sentiments in between two cultures, mingled identities like chunks of mango in a bowl of strawberry jello. And do you dream in Japanese or think in English? Are you constantly translating your thoughts? Is that why it seems like you're always thinking? Sometimes I can't read your face, but I never feel more exposed than when you look at me like that. Is it a Japanese thing? Sometimes I wish you didn't feel so in between miso soup and something strange. I promise I'll try to eat more of what you make if it makes you feel like I'm meeting you halfway. this is an elegy. No more coffee-colored sunrise while the world still sleeps. No more curled up, cradling afternoons, 8 hours later, sleeping before a drive to Seattle, to Portland, to wherever the next place calls. No more crying as we head home on days when the world forgets to spin, when the spinning makes us dizzy, when some cosmic kid takes our globe off its stand and begins to bounce it like a dodgeball. No more emergency room visits with clothes for sick brothers buckled in the back seat. No more ghosts of dead sisters riding shotgun in the front. No more secrets whispered and shouted like I expected you to hold my words airtight like Tupperware. No more you watching me getting friend zoned, getting fuck you zoned, getting I'm gonna pour my heart out and then date someone else zoned. No more running to the ocean, no more standing on the edge, feeling invincible, defenseless, comforted by aloneness. You'll be in pieces soon. I won't allow you to walk away from me in the hands of someone else. We're both done here, but I've drugged you back for one last chat to collect the letters left in your glove compartment, talismans lost in your cracks. We'll pretend for a few hours that things are as they always were, but they're not, and they never will be again, and that's mostly my fault because of the oil changes. But now I'll swallow the harsh reality of this, which is that there's no more sun and there's no more fire. That was an elegy for my car, which I totally killed. I'm really bad at taking cars for oil changes, and that's it, folks. I'm so glad to see you so much. It's amazing. All right, where are you saying? Don't be scared of me, I promise.
Wait, how can you do that? One more time for Tasha. Awesome. Yeah, I'm single. Let's get that straight. I thought she was gonna come. He has a lot of stamina. He's single. Not that you even talk like that. Yeah. My friend told me, she's like saying, I would date a guy like you. I was like, yeah? In 10 years. Because you're like a nice, like talking type of guy. Like,